Hello VC, hello everyone. So yeah, today we're doing part 2 of my history with music. We're going to be discovering the years from 2010 and the year 2011. So this is kind of the, this time it's getting a bit more, more of a serious thing. So yeah. Okay, let's carry on, shall we? So we ended we stopped the first chapter with 2009. So around this point, I literally didn't realise now at the end of 2009 that the current pop chart, or what it was, rubbish. So I really was kind of referring what I'd either hear at Christmas time, which was older stuff, and some of the older stuff I'd heard around. So I liked hearing more older stuff. For example, if I heard older stuff on Heart Radio, which was the radio station I listened to when I used to listen to when I was sleeping. So it was like that, yeah. It was just, But anyway, so around this point, of course, blooming Pet Shop Boys came back again with a vengeance. I was watching a video on on television. I was watching this thing on Pet Shop on countdowns, like Brit Awards or something, And one of their parts, they were talking about Pet Shop Boys, and when they did their Go West performance with the Welsh Miners, if anyone remembers that. And that was always quite interesting to, hear about that. And then I was thinking, hey, that's quite a good song, Dad. Is it their song? Oh no, it's a cover of the Village People song called Go West. Okay. I remember thinking it must have been a while later that I really tried to cue in who they were. So very much instantly after hearing Go West and It's a Sin and a couple of those, I thought, okay, this is the band for me. I really got heavily into them. I absolutely loved them. And what was so great was, I believe it was around June, so end of June time, of course, Glastonbury happens. And I remember that Saturday we were having a barbecue, and I remember just discovering, on the telly, oh my god, the Pet Shop Boys are on! So I was really I was just starting to become this big fan of them. And I always remember watching it, I was like, okay, now I'm a fan. So I was very much, I absolutely remember that performance. I remember bits of it. I don't remember all of it, but I remember I only remember vivid bits of it and me just going, yay, like that, really ecstatic that this is, this is such a big thing. So yeah, I always remember that, and I just continued to listen to their music on the computer, because I didn't have any CDs of them. So you still listen to them on the computer and, go, My brother did say to me, he always says to me, God, you used to listen constantly back then, me blooming God, we were forced to hear you sing them all the time. Oh well. But it was just that love of them. I had a huge love for Tent and Glow and their music. Back then I just loved the tunes and how they would go, and yeah. So now it's around the fall time, and I always remember that around that time I discovered. I remember it was when my teacher in year 5 said, oh, I've got a Pet Shop Boys CD at home. You can I bring it in? Someone got it from Cobb. Oh, that's quite nice. And the thing is, it was the one I really wanted. This is what I bought a while back, because it had I really loved the song Paninaro. That was always a favourite of mine. I always liked that because of the hook and the chorus. So when we'd have break and when we'd have spare time, I would use the CD player and put the headphones in and listen to it at school. This people could sing like this. Yeah. But I used to but I always dreamed of owning this one. Yeah. And also it was around this time as well that I discovered Cobb Records. I'd never seen it before. All I remember was me and my dad were strolling downtown. We saw, what's this, Dad? And I always remember it was this big shop with CDs and DVDs, and I used to go in there and ask for Pet Shop Boys, and I got a few of them, which I'll show in a bit. So yeah. And also, I remember hearing around this time as well, the Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. And that was actually for such a long time, well, starting from this point onwards, that was actually the only Queen song I knew. I really loved that song as well. Despite Pet Shop Boys, I was liking Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. But yeah, I'd heard them before, of course, Don't Stop Me Now and that, because I believe at this point they were doing the We Will Rock You musical in London, so yeah. Anyway, back to the Pet Shop Boys, which were my big thing at the time. So I remember in November actually of 2010. I remember for the school talent show I sang what's it called again? West End Girls and Love, etc. Because yeah, I always remember that because I'd recently, at that point, I'd recently just got Pet Shop Boys Ultimate because I'd seen it advertised on Graham Norton's show. They showed the CD and I thought, oh, I'm gonna get that. And just before I actually got the Ultimate CD, I don't have it unfortunately. I don't have a lot of the my older stuff anymore, unfortunately. I remember seeing them on the One Show. So again, the hype was still, you know, I was like, oh, it was always great to see them on television because they were like, you know, doing stuff. And yeah, that was quite cool. So I had Ultima on CD. That was my first Pet Shop Boys CD. I used to always love playing that, and again it led me to sing a few songs of theirs in the talent show. I could sing them quite well back then. Now I can't, of course. So it becomes kind of blurry. So yeah. So around Christmas that year, I got I got their remix album, one of their remix albums from my auntie. One of my aunties got me Disco 4. And I really didn't like it. From the start I didn't like it very much. I liked the Pet Shop Boys songs. There was a mix of Integral there was a mix there, brilliant mix of Hello Space Boy with Bowie, which I used to play quite a lot. And what else was there? Their mix of I'm Was Stupid, but also their version of Read My Mind by The Killers, which was a song I liked as well. The other ones though, there were Madonna, Rammstein, Yoko Ono, you know, it's like, I never used to play them. And I used to always play that one in the car as well, yeah. Yeah. So then around 2011 now, I always remember the beginning of 2011, I remember always getting this. I remember going to Cobb and saying, Joe, I'm going to get that. And it was quite a cheap CD, it was, actually, but it was the Further Listening version, another one I don't have anymore. I used to always, you know, I used to play it to death, especially the second disc, which contained all the mixes and B-sides. That was always very interesting. That was my first time hearing them, and I actually really loved them because it had A New Life, Do I Have To, You Know You Went Wrong. They were all like B-sides, but they were like, you know, wow, you know, and these different remixes and that. So that was pretty cool. So that really got me into hearing like one of their, like that was like the first studio album I heard by them. It really was like wow. So that's why I have quite a strong connection with the actually album. And then I remember for my birthday that year, my nan got for me pop art, which she got from Cobb. Not this version, but it's just about similar. But then this had all the hits on. I used to play this to death in the car, you know, my mum's car. I used to always want to put this on when they used to take me to school. But you know, it was such a great compilation as well. You know, absolutely brilliant. I used to always put on my old CD player. I used to have a great CD player with nice speakers and CD player and radio. So yeah, yeah. I used to have great fond memories of listening to this, and actually. And also another gift I remember getting was Pandemonium, their live concert, the O2 2009 with CD DVD. I used to always watch that, and yeah, that was always pretty cool. And I always remember another good little, not a big Pet Shop Boys memory, but I always remember listening to them, because that was when we went to that summer in America. When I went to America, I always remember that. Me like listening to Pet Shop Boys and the iPod, you know, plugged in, listening, and you know, walking around. I always remember that. So yeah, just great memories of the Pet Shop Boys. And one of my purchases I always wish I still had, what I really wish I had, I remember around December 2011 I bought, what was it called again? Oh yeah, it was called Release, which was like the 2002 album with the like a blue slipcover. I always wish I had that one as well, but that was a great album as well. So yeah, I got a lot of my Pet Shop Boys, and I was always really into them. That year, 2011, 2010, 2011 was when I really just absolutely loved them. And you know, yeah, there. I'm going to stop here for now. Yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in another video. Bye bye for now.